This program contains harsh language and graphic violence. Parental discretion is advised.
Welcome to episode 10 of the Arcturian Apocalypse.
Hello and welcome to the Advanced Age Role-Playing Gamers podcast. I'm Nathan, I'm one of your hosts, and tonight we're playing Alien, the Fucking. Though that's not what we're going to write on the title, but this is our insight.
Might as well be.
Brought to you by Moose Munch.
We're playing an alien scenario as part of the Colonial Marines Operations Manual. Tyr is our game mother. So I'm going to step out of the way and hand things over to Tyr to continue talking.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Nathan. Welcome back to Aliens. Like Nathan said, we are playing Operation Arcturian Apocalypse out of the Colonial Marines Operation Manual. Before we get started, I'm just going to go around and have everybody tell us about their character real quick, starting with Kupo.
It's Sergeant Ollie Storm. Okay. You know what? I've been killed, brought back to life, probably going to be killed at least 2 more times with this inept crew that I'm with. But
oh no, it'll only take me once.
I see how it is.
So I'm hoping this week we can, save these, victims and see what we can do to get them off this rock so I can get back to my sauna and my luxury bath.
All right. Chris.
I'm playing Private First Class Jenna McDaniels, the smart gunner of the group. Possibly the only smart one of the group. Because Malcolm's not here. Okay. Sean's character comes in maybe a distant second.
And they say I have no class.
But it's even odds whether or not I kill the sergeant tonight.
Okay. Speaking of killing the sergeant, Tim.
I'm playing Lance Corporal Jacob Wasby. I go by Wasabi, and I am the god of hellfire. Dick Chomper.
Technically, that's my job.
Oh, that's a segue.
As the god of
Wow, that's
Hellfire.
unusual. Nathan's talking and nobody can hear because he's muted.
Fuck you.
Our audio
Hi.
guy, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
Yay.
Nathan, why don't you give us an introduction?
Yeah. I was recording, so whatever. Fuck you guys. Just because you couldn't hear me means nothing to me.
Yeah, we're not important to the game at all.
I'm performing for the audience, not for you guys.
Audience of yourself.
Nathan here. I am PFC Richard Chapowski, otherwise known as Dick Chopper. I'm the Seaburn Specialist, and me alone, I am the god of Hellfire. Because I have the Hellfire gun.
Oh.
You're the
what'd you bring us?
I'm the god of
You're the
hellfire.
god of steering or something. I don't know what you're doing, but
I am the god of hellfire.
All right.
yeah. So moving on. Talk to somebody
And
else.
Sean.
Greetings tonight, everybody. I'm Sean, playing PFC George Mason of the Colonial Marines, who
Maybe that's the French pronunciation.
Yeah, did you say Mason?
I am George Mason. I reveal my true self. I am the French resistance. I've come back to fight. Where's my croissant?
Is that an anti-inflammatory?
I will literally pay you cash if you play a French character with that accent in our next game.
Okay.
Look, he's out of work. He'll do it.
I would have done it for 2 pickles and a ham sandwich.
Dude, I'm out of hot dog water. I need this.
Now you can prove to your probation officer that you're gainfully employed.
Yeah, right. I can get my kid back. PFC George Mason of the Colonial Marines. Door kicker, ass kicker. He doesn't need to be a god of hellfire because he brings the hell.
and apparently father. That's
Yes.
Yes.
Not joining this week will be Malcolm with who's playing Lance Corporal Maxwell Halifax. And joining us later on will be Corman Daryl Doc Dodson, played by Matt, who is being notoriously late today because he's out getting his birthday spankings.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's go and give a recap of what happened a couple of weeks ago. Who's up for giving the recap? Sean's not here, so quick. This is somebody else's chance.
I'm trying to remember what happened.
All right. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot.
Please.
We busted down the door of the center Kivas, and we made some brilliant tactical maneuvers around the edge of said Kivas.
Well, most of us.
And except for the sergeant who blundered in blindly where idiots tread to fear. And he's still stuck up in the ventilator shaft. We are encircling the hostages who are in the center of the pit, at the center of the room. There were a couple of people who were different, and they're on our screen here with helmets on, but they are not combatants. We've established that. Mother established that for us. And the Orion slave girls, which would be a trademark violation, are not Orion slave girls, but are instead other hostages. So I think I got everything. And we have yet to kill all the hostages, which I think is what the sergeant wants us to do.
Little more on top of that. There was a firefight. Mm-hmm. With the two children, the two children, that part of the xenomorphic cult that had taken these hostages and had been holding them hostage for some unknown reason, because you guys didn't correspond with them. One came out holding a detonator to what was apparently a nuclear device on top of the raised vault. Which normally stores like what would be grain, wheat or grain. So part of the harvest is put in this center Kivas, I guess maybe for a tribute or some ceremonial purpose. Well, instead, the children had placed their nuclear device on top. You were all leery of the nuclear device until Dick Chopper and Lance Corporal Halifax, working in conjunction, figured out that the nuke was not a nuclear weapon. It might have been a weapon, but it was not nuclear. It was just disguised as a nuclear device. If I am not mistaken, you guys shot the detonator out of one hand of the man holding it, and killed one of the children and wounded the holder of the trigger device severely. And instead of going down or being captured, he chose to turn his body and the explosive device that he had located on it towards the temple wall itself and cause an explosion. The explosion is just rock the center, the Grand Temple in the center Kivas. There's dust. There's the crying. There's the crying and moaning of hostages on the floor, and the beams from your shoulder cannons are lighting up the dust. It's starting to clear up a little bit. Some of it's being blown up the shaft, right past where the sergeant is. Where the sergeant is coming down. Sarge, you're in the shaft. All of a sudden, the temple itself starts to shake. There's a huge explosion from below you. Comms flicker out for a second, and that's where you're at.
Doc, help me secure the hostages.
All right, we'll do Chopper. Hey, check in, everybody. Everybody all right?
I'm pretty banged up, but you gave me some tussin.
All right.
Oh, good. I'll secure the main entrance.
I feel like a goddamn TV dinner. What's the TV?
You look like a TV dinner.
All right, I'll per Dick Chopper's direction, I will move over to where the hostages are and begin doing once-over medical checks and keeping an eye, too, just to make sure they're all, I don't know, as I'm going through this, making sure they're all hostages.
Lance Corporal Halifax says, "Is the room secure? Have we checked the other rooms?" Now, you remember that there are several other stairwells leading out of this room.
Negatory.
We all have pictures, right, of that person we're specifically looking for?
You do. Yes, you all do. You were shown pictures. And as you look around the room, nobody resembling that is there.
Okay, so our primary objective is not. So as I'm going through looking
The
at
first person who actually looked for the primary objective. Good for you. You get an experience point.
Woohoo!
Guys, there's the primary objective here.
Yeah. So Halifax says to you, Gunny, he says, Mason, you're the door kicker. You lead. I'll follow.
All right, get my bunker up and I start moving forward.
So what you have is you came in through the vestibule, past the air deflector. There are 4 structural columns. There's a raised vault where the nuke is, or the sort of nuke. Nobody's quite determined what it is. You just know it's not nuclear. There's a set of stairs to your east. There's a set of stairs to your northeast, which is where the explosion just happened. And there is a third set of stairs leading up to another room to the northwest. And the center of the room is a bench stepped fire pit, and that is where all the hostages are tied up and on the ground.
So I'm going to move to the nearest, which is the one to the northeast west of me.
Okay.
That's the nearest stairs. So I'm going to move my guy there.
All right. You go and what you see there. Each of these rooms, they're again cut in the same stone temple. What they were used for in the past. There's reliefs carved into the walls. Some what looks like maybe religious text or writing that you can't determine. But currently, it is used with. It contains a rack of PDATs. So these are computer storage files. So there are racks and racks of them. And make an observation roll.
2 successes.
2 successes. So there's hard copies, paper, and there's some electronic data files as well. The data files have marked. They've got them. They look like copies made by Wayland Yutani, and the paper ones are the originals from the Arcturians. With 2 successes, you get in. You see that there has been an explosion on the back wall. It literally just took a chunk out of the rock, and there's still more rock behind it. Looks like the blast was set intentionally, and there's some stuff crumpled up and thrown in a corner. And yeah, that's about it. There's nobody
What's in
else.
the corner?
Some paper. It looks like crumpled up.
Well, uncrumple it.
Okay. It is old. It is very old. Like when you touch it, the paper, you could tell that it's not just paper, that it's almost like there's other fibers woven in to make it stronger. It's a map. And it's not a map of where you are currently.
Oh my God.
Although it does show the center Kivas.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. So can we get a backup of that using our cameras?
You need to bring it into some better light, but yeah, if you did, you might be able to get a better idea what it is.
I shut my camera off and I go find the treasure. So I go. PFC Mason will stick the map in his pocket, come back out and say,
or take the 500-year-old map, stick it in your pocket. It's fine.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, where else am I going to put it? So I come out and I go, this is a room full of archives, basically paper records from the locals and some Wayland Yutani backups, and I found this really old map but it's sort of not in this place, but it is.
Mason, can you ask any of the hostages if they know what the map is?
Yeah, once I'm done clearing the room, sir, yeah.
The room's not cleared yet?
No, we got 3 other stairwells to clear.
Oh, but the room that you're in now that you went up to, you think that room's clear? There's no exits?
No, there's no exits. It's clear. It's an archive. It's a storeroom, basically. Looks like they blew something off the wall. Don't know what. Whatever it is, it's gone, and this was crumpled in the corner. It's in my pocket right now. So I'll move over to the east door.
Okay. To the east door. All right. You cautiously go up. You got your shield out in front of you. Do you charge in? What do you?
No, what I'm going to do is I walk in and I'm going to have a gun, a pistol in my left hand, and then I have my shield in my right hand. And what I'm going to do is It's called I'm just going to peel to the right. You put the right end of the shield on the door frame, and you peel to the right as you open. I'm going to have my gun to the left if something's behind me. So I have some cover on my right, and on the left, I'm wide open, but I have a gun, so I can shoot at whatever I see if something's going to come after me.
So you make a very tactical entrance to the room,
Yes.
very cautious. Oh, and so you see a body, but it's prone.
Okay, which way is it? Is it behind me?
It's prone. It's on the ground. It's lying on the ground. As you come into another stone room. These contain more of these paper records and some of the digital copies from Weyland-Yutani. And in the middle of one of the racks is a body. It looks just like the ones that you passed in the vestibule of the dead Weyland-Yutani officials.
Okay, I'll relay this. So there's a body in here of a WT, a Weyland-Yutani. This is another storeroom. I'll move up to that body.
So you notice the storeroom continues into another storeroom behind.
All right, I relay that, and I say I need a backup. I need somebody to get on my six while we...
Yeah, you travel further around to the south, curving around into another room, yet still more archives, no other bodies or creatures in the room.
Is anybody near
what you
Mason?
do see also is you do see that there have been more... There's damage to the walls and the floor. Looks like they might have been caused by tools, and one is definitely caused by another explosion.
So does it look like there was a lot of wiring going to it, or maybe machinery there, or they just shot the walls, or there could have been like sort of artwork. Let's say there was some sort of symbol there that they destroyed or something.
Well, there's artworks all over those walls, so it absolutely could have been that. You're not a demo guy. You would have to give me another either a heavy machinery or observation roll.
I'll make an observation roll. So you never know. Nope. Nothing.
No, you don't know what caused these.
I don't know what caused this destruction in here. Check the body. Have Halifax check the body. I can.
All right. So, poor souls. It looks like they were just executed. Man, two in the back of the head. Very professional. Very clean. And you see him like he opens up and he's like, they didn't even take anything from him. He still got his wallet on him.
How much does he have on?
500.
Oh. Okay.
500 Weyland-Yutani.
Oh, okay.
Game Mommy, back in the main room while Mason is searching. So I didn't find the primary target, but I will ask them. I'll begin asking them if any of them.
Well, they're all gagged and they're tied up. So you're going to untie them and ungag them? I'm
going to ungag them.
Okay.
First sweep is the primary target there? Are any of them majorly injured that I need to save their life? And then 3, I want to ask them if they know. That's kind of the order of things.
Right.
Like, depending on how long the other action takes is, and then ask them if they know where the person's been taken.
Okay. So you start on time. A lot of them are, just crying, weeping. There's a lot of cuts and scrapes from flying stone chips, smoke inhalation, some bruises where they obviously were roughed up when they were collected, but there's no major life-threatening injuries. A lot of them are fungi farmers. They grow mushrooms. Some of them grow wheat. Some of them are roughnecks, so they work on machinery over on the harvester. But you get you get through a bunch of them. The one that you had noticed when you had come in that was fighting more to get free of the bonds, dressed like a roughneck, spits it out as like, thank the makers, thank you got rid of them. And much lighter voice than I'm giving is like, it's just like, you got to get the rest of them bastards before they destroy anything else. So what you see is these are all Arcturians, by the way. This one, dressed like a roughneck, overalls, grease, obvious tool belt. This one has extremely pale skin, big black pupils with barely any whites of the eyes visible, braided jet black hair, and no eyebrows, which is a typical description of almost all the Arcturians. They're very beautiful people. You're not sure. Could be male, could be female, could be both. But you have to get them. Look, my name is Anders. I know about these tunnels.
Anders, we're the Colonial Space Marines, off-world. We're going to take care of the rest of these cultists and get as many of you people out of here as we can. Do you know where they've taken is it Professor?
GI, we have them on. We have you on this planet for years. We know who you are. Thank you for taking them out. The crazy cult leader and some other weird guy spouting all sorts of nonsense. They took the last eight of us with them. There's 8 more of us out there.
Inside the Kivas or somewhere else?
They took them in the tunnels.
The tunnels? Like out in the mountainsides, or there are tunnels underneath the Kivas?
No, there's tunnels underneath here. We don't talk about them.
All right, just 1 second. Hey, thank you. Hey, I'll get on. Sergeant,
Yes.
we've got a lead that I'm not sure, and I'll do it on the open channel so everyone hears. Hey, we may or may not have any more hostiles within the compound, but I've got one of the hostages is telling us that their leader and a few of the others took 8 more hostages, possibly our prime mission, and descended into a set of tunnels that are underneath of here. Hostage says that he is familiar with these.
Anders from behind you hears you talk. He's like, "Are you talking about Tehal?"
Yes, right?
Yeah, they took Tehal too.
So they have our primary objective, and they've descended into a set of tunnels. The individual states they have knowledge of these tunnels, permission to release them.
Yeah, thanks to Tehal. Tehal told them about this. That's why they went looking for the map, and they tried to find these stupid tunnels.
A map.
I got the map. I think I got the map.
Do you know what they're looking for in the tunnels?
They look very confused. They're like conflicted. I don't know exactly, but I know that these tunnels are these were sacred. We weren't even sure they existed. It's like a myth.
Ask him how many means of access to these tunnels. I guess they found a entrance. Would there be more than one? Could we secure that entrance?
I don't know of anything other than I just know that they went in there and they didn't come back out. So I'm assuming they found an entrance.
Which direction was
and they're
he
pointing to up the stairs where the guy blew himself up on the stairway, trying to take down the wall to block you from getting in.
Right.
Just curious, the ventilation shaft that I'm still in, does it go below this deck? Or
no, it doesn't. It just opens up right next to the fire pit. You could literally drop down anytime you feel like it.
Get you rearmed, Sergeant. Anders, you said?
Yeah, Anders,
and I'll reach down and cut his bonds. Anders, we're gonna need you to show us. Oh no, I can't cut him.
No, just when you said his, you're not sure that it.
There.
Their bonds.
I'm gonna cut your bonds, and we're gonna require your assistance in locating this. You said you're familiar with these tunnels.
Look, when I say familiar, I know the legends about them.
Oh, you've never been in them?
No one has. They're
all right. Well, I'm not going to cut his bonds then. I think, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Mason. He's like bouncing up and down. It's like, set me free! What the hell?
Well, let us confirm that there's no more of these cultists in this facility, and then we will release all of you to return to your homes in safety. We just don't want to take a chance of them still being in the building and you being hurt. We will release all of them.
My hands being tied up, or is going to change that?
Running around.
I can swing a wrench.
I'll just put that gag right back in. And I'm just going to step away.
Yeah, it's good because they try to kick the shit out of you.
I'm going to put
the feet kicking in. And this
Hearts and minds, Doc. Am I right? Hearts and minds.
Hearts and minds. So I will just say, Sergeant, they're getting antsy, but we should clear the facility before we release them.
Is everybody's hands still tied? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't untied anybody yet.
Yeah,
so
nothing like a little rifle butt to the jaw to clear.
Wait. Hold it. PFC Mason.
A little flamethrower to the jaw.
I come back in and I go, I walk over, I said, where's this cat you were talking to?
Mason. I'll say Mason, he indicated that the tunnel entrance is to the northeast, the one you have where the guy detonated himself.
See, look, I got the map. I think this is the map. I said, I want to take it to him. He's the best thing we got right now. I said, he's antsy because he wants to go after those guys. He's not telling us everything, right?
I don't know if he wants to go after him. He wants to get out of here. You can ask him yourself.
So I walk over and pull his mask down.
The fuck? I will fucking fuck you in the fucking fuck. They're spitting fucking stand
My
and
God, you found Sean.
I looked at him and said, listen. I said, I'm not the one who, listen, I'm not him. All right? So you need to take a breath. And I show him the map. I said, is this the map they were looking for?
Yes.
Okay, so what is down there that they're looking for? You haven't, I said, I heard you over the comms. What is in your histories that you're worried about, that you deny that place exists?
The Sky Teachers.
What's that?
Sky Teachers built that. Like, our whole religion is based around the Sky Teachers. The giant signs that we carved so they could come back.
Okay, the glyphs, yes.
There was a myth, a legend that they left something behind.
Is it something good or something bad? I mean,
It depends. I mean, you're talking about our entire people's history, thousands and thousands of years. In our religion, the Sky Teachers are good, but there's also dark. There's dark enemies of the sky creatures.
What do enemies look like?
We don't know.
Okay, I thought you had
I
some.
mean, no, we make up pictures all the time, and we draw them in the sand and the stone.
All right,
but
no problem.
I can read our language.
All right. Hey, Sarge, I think, Sarge, does anybody here read Arcturian?
We have computers for that.
Well, what are you going to do with these guys? Right now, they're a liability. So we either kick them loose now or do something with them. Because we got a job to do. We can't do them with them here. So
Look,
we need to get them out of here.
I will go with you to get my people back.
All right, then sounds good to me.
I am a union foreman for my people.
Oh, fuck, he's a union guy? We got to cut him loose now, guys. We got to get him loose. Fuck.
Yeah, but we have to find 3 people to do it plus 1 supervisor.
I know, shit. Oh, fuck, we don't have a lieutenant.
His mostly black eyes roll back in his head at that.
I will pull my knife out. So I'm going to cut this guy loose and start cutting these people loose. This is silly.
Yeah. We need it. They're in their way. They're in the way here. And quite frankly, if people start shooting at them, they'll just make it easier for us to find the people that are doing the shooting.
So I cut him loose and we start cutting Arcturians.
I would want to.
We are supposed to be good to these people. I'm cutting them loose. We are violating our own orders by not freaking taking care of these people. So I cut them loose.
Take care of them?
So I would agree with Jason.
I think Sarge has an idea.
Let's.
Yeah, I don't know if one of these people are actually the terrorists. I would not release anybody's bonds just yet. One of these people could be a plant. They're all.
What is that? He's. I don't know what he's doing.
that's
Sean,
that's
what are you
Sean,
doing?
That's Sean cutting it off the bonds. He's cutting all the ropes, tying him up.
There is a lot of chatter in Arcturian. The people are talking, they're hugging each other. The older ones are taking care of are taking care of the younger ones. They're all talking in their own language. Anders seems to be calming them down.
I said, okay, listen. I said, listen, guys. I said, Andrew, you got to get these people somewhere. I don't know where they got to go, but it's got to be far away from here.
Look, my second can maybe get them out of it. Can you tell me which way is safe? Are they all gone outside?
The way we came.
Yeah, the way we came is probably the best.
So
I'm not. I don't know which way you came. I've been
so
tied up.
The map out.
I move.
Yeah, you know.
I'm at the entrance. Do I see anybody outside the entrance?
No.
Okay, so it's like we came from the northeast through the main civilian entryway.
Wait. One of the he says something. One of the like older ones just goes in the sand and draws a picture of the Kivas in the sand and just show me.
Then I draw out the path we took through the main entrance.
Okay.
Through the 2 Kivas at the top.
Anders relates it back to the group. He speaks to one in particular, looks like another roughneck, and is like, look, my second will get these people out. I will take you down as long as I get my people back. You have to promise me you'll help me get my people back.
Yeah, that's the job. That's what we're here for.
All right, I will translate for you.
All right. Sounds like a plan. So, Games Master, is there any of these savages' guns got blown up, right? The ones we were fighting, right?
They're pretty damaged. Yeah.
All right, yeah, then forget about it.
I'd like to search the bodies of the explosion guys up north here.
Okay. You search the bodies. You find the similar the assault rifles that the rest of the firstborn children had been carrying. You find. Give me an observation roll.
Skills. Observation.
One success. You find another packet of those X drugs.
Eek.
But other than that, it's just their normal fatigues. Nothing in particular. Looks like they came outfitted for combat.
And these guys also have the translucent skin. They're Arcturians.
No,
these are all humans.
None of the children of the two divines have been Arcturian.
So they've all been human. So thinking that the Arcturians who are being held hostage here are part of this children's terrorist group is probably a non sequitur for us, right? We think that the terrorists are all humans, right?
Nothing you have seen so far would leave you you have not seen any Arcturians working with or being one of the children. Everyone you have seen has been human.
And we have also seen them desecrating various religious writings on the walls, right?
They have been blowing things up, but they haven't said like what those are.
Okay. I thought as we were walking into the North Kivas, wasn't there writings on the walls that it had been like damaged by gunfire and damaged by...
You think back to it now, it looks like they might have been damaged by another one of these explosions.
Okay. All right. So the explosion like the one that they just...
Like they just did, yeah.
Hey, does Anders know what got blown up?
Good question to ask him.
Yeah, they were looking for the entrance all over the Kivas. Everywhere they were blowing things up it seemed almost at random.
So while we ask him, while it's a holy place, is there anything? Why would people want to desecrate their holy place? What would be of value for people to go in those tunnels? What part of the legend maybe they could tell us? Is it
well? If the Sky Teachers left us tools to enlighten our people and raise us up to the sky with them.
Oh, fuck.
Why anyone would want that?
Okay.
So, Sarge, I'm almost beginning to wonder if this whole cult is a cult or if this is a robbery.
I think we got treasure hunters, yeah. Yeah, they're
clearly fanatic. They're clearly fanatic, but I don't even know if destroying the locals, their culture is really what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to get to whatever's in these tunnels.
Is there anything in common to what they're blowing up? Like with the pics on the wall that are getting destroyed, was there any commonality between them?
You would not know because you don't know what was there beforehand.
Well, that's what we're asking Anders.
Oh, Anders, they didn't, to me, I didn't know. The map is crudely drawn. It is very old and partially and pretty faded. It suffered some damage, being crumpled up in the corner as well. But what you can tell from this is there are tunnels running maybe like northeast, southeast, somewhere near, but where they correspond closest is in this Grand Kivas.
So where would they be closest at?
It's not fine enough detail, but you could tell that the Grand Kivas itself comes very near to one of these tunnels.
All right, I'm going to start looking around the Kivas then and see.
Well, they said it.
So
we think it's up in the northeast.
Yeah, it's probably where they blew themselves up, right?
Mother, you did mention that on the map, it's of a location that is not clearly the layout we have here. But you said there was a commonality where we happen to be at this moment.
The building you're in.
Can you please elaborate what that means?
You're trying to describe a 3-dimensional space like tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
But there's kind of like an overlay of what the whole Kivas complex and the buildings therein over that. So, you've got just some lines running up and down, and then you see the Kivas on top of that in heavier lines. And if you write the one building that corresponds, outside, maybe you might be able to find some other places. But the one building that corresponds to where the tunnels are and where the buildings are is this building that you are in right now.
Do we have, could Halifax or somebody overlay our current blueprints over the map to help us maybe as an overlay?
The general overall map cannot be transmogrified to our systems, sir. No, he can't do it with what he has. He's basically got a notepad. It's not going to work.
Plus, we don't know the scale of the difference.
I'd like to ask this Anders guy a question.
Yeah.
According to your legends and histories, what do the Sky Teachers look like?
The Sky Teachers in our legends are giants. They're massive. They're bigger than our people. We look up to them. They look somewhat like us, but they don't. They're both familiar and alien to us. There's the talk of this. There's the talk of the enemy. There's the talk of the others. There's talk of being. There's thousands. I'm not a religious person. I work on machines.
Yeah, I'm not a religious person either, but I could describe what an angel's supposed to look like. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is are they they say they're bigger than you but not like you? Do they tend to be bald? Do they have wings? Do they have tails?
Various descriptions. A little point on the walls, and it's like various. There are various pictures even here, but they're different. Here you see a giant bald head, looks like a human being. But you see another one next to him and is maybe a third of the size. You see another one where the limbs are distorted and they have different weird shapes to them. But again, that size, much, much bigger. And you see the Arcturian representation much, much smaller. You see another one where the head is distorted. It's oblate instead of being roundish. But there are no fine details.
Okay.
So he points these out to you. He's like, they're all slightly different, but all we know is that they were giants.
Mother, by now I've come down from the ventilator shaft and I've gotten back into gear.
Okay. Anders looks around and just, okay. I know I'm not a Marine, but should I be worried about the bomb? And he's pointing to the nuclear device.
Oh, no, this thing, I slap it. It's fine.
Make a roll. I want you to go ahead and make me a...
Didn't you disarm it or find it was fake or something?
I thought it was fake.
He found it was
Lance
not
Corporal
nuclear.
found it wasn't nuclear. He wasn't sure yet. He had a chance to observe it, and he's not here to make the roll.
I slap it.
Let me go to your skills. Go ahead and make me a heavy machinery roll.
All right.
1 success. Okay. But you bang it. Who's next to him?
Fuck me.
Where is he?
Where's the bomb?
I'm over by the air handler.
Just two people are right next to him. Tell me the two people who are closest to him.
It's not
right
me
now.
and Max.
Where's the bomb?
Yeah,
It's on top.
it'd be him and Max.
The raised vault on the right, on the east.
Okay. Woo, not me.
All right. Halifax will make a roll. And who else is there? Who's the other person?
It'd be Mason.
Mason. Go ahead and make an observation roll.
Swear to fucking Christ, Fess, I'm going to knock the shit out of you, Fess.
Observation.
Oh, I did make observation.
Okay. No, you did. I was just telling you because I was rolling as well. Mason, you got no successes. Halifax, all of a sudden, like, sees the bomb, starts to freak out, and then just like, did you guys hear that?
Hear what?
There's liquid inside that.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm going to bring out my chemical testing.
Sure.
I'm going to stay outside.
I'm going to move. I
That's-
look over. I said, my Arcturian friends, you need to leave.
Yeah.
they're already lined. The
Can you put
second
me
has got
into
them
the-
lined up.
Get him out now.
All right, and that Anders, he makes some gestures and he tells them in Arcturian, and they start filing out of the vestibule.
I start channeling them out the way we came in, so they don't trip off the flares.
They very quietly move away. Like, it's almost like they know this place.
So my test stuff should just work.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't require a roll?
No. It's just if there's a presence of radiation or harmful chemicals, it just picks it up.
Okay. So you got your meter out. You're going blah, 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 blah. Make me an observation roll. +2.
Okay.
Mother, can you place me in the room for some reason? I can't get in.
That's because you're. I put you somewhere else because you are. 4 successes, but you have to roll stress.
Oh, okay.
Tremble.
Ooh.
So what happens is that you get your detector out and you're moving it along, and you're running on the outside. You notice that there's no rads, whatever. Unfortunately, you scrape the side of the canister, and a part of the fake detonator falls off, and then you see the nerve agent symbol underneath. This is a canister of the concentrated CN20 nerve gas, and any leak of it would have killed everyone in this room.
Guys, show's over.
Wasn't a nuke, but that thing would have killed everyone. Now it's still this nerve agent is still viable, but it is sealed.
So, is it safe for me to move, or do I just want to set up like police tape around it and say don't go anywhere near this,
or don't hit it, or don't pat it like a baby.
Don't pat it like a baby,
or find out what the neutralizing agent is.
You can't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad or sergeant,
or make it safe because we might need it later.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
You know that there could be a trigger mechanism that what that guy was holding could have been an active trigger mechanism before you killed him. It definitely wasn't a dead man switch because it didn't go off. That trigger mechanism could be active.
Where's that trigger now?
As a Seaburn, that you could neutralize this whole thing by burning it up. But it will let some of it out in the air.
Mother, where's the trigger mechanism?
By the body in the northeast corner.
It's still clutched in the hand of the dead. Well, it was clutched in the hand of the dead body. Now it might be under some rubble.
Yeah.
I need to secure this, guys.
It is not leaking.
Whether you guys want to stick around for while I do that, or clear the room, that's totally up to you. But I need to secure this.
Is it lighter in there or heavier in there?
This stuff is heavier in there.
Putting on my breather.
Yeah, perhaps we wait until after we explore the tunnels.
Yeah, your breathers have been on for the most part.
Oh. Do we have an extra breather for Anders, who's going to be coming with us?
You can just get one off the bodies.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay. He takes it, he puts it on. He's worn one before.
Mother, can you remind us how big is this dirty bomb? Is it if it has to be moved, is it too heavy for how many people have to carry it? Like, can you describe a little bit?
It's think of like a 35, 40 gallon drum worth of liquid. It's pretty heavy.
And what it's on is not a rolling cart, or is there a rolling cart?
No, it is on a stone slab.
But 2 people could carry it out, roughly.
2 Marines could carry it out. No problem.
Okay. All right, let's take a look at this tunnel entrance.
I say we move the nerve agent out before we explore the tunnels. Just saying, because it's tunnels.
To where? To where?
Outside the entrance to the tunnels. So outside the Kivas, so that if it breaches, it doesn't go into the tunnels that we're exploring. Call me crazy.
You're crazy.
Okay, let's grab an end and move it.
Sorry, so I guess as we take it out, we'll also usher all the rest of the Arcturians out.
All right, the
Yeah, so-
Arcturians,
Oh, they already
the
left.
Arcturians
Oh, they're
except
gone?
except
Okay.
for Anders are gone.
Turn around, it's like they're out of here.
Yeah,
Mother-
they as soon as somebody gave the thumbs up, they were gone.
So just to be clear, we have two men. So is there, as far as we know, is there only one entrance to this tunnel, and can we cover it right now while two other
We
people
haven't
move
found
the?
it yet.
You haven't gone up
Okay.
in the room where you think it is.
Okay. So
We don't know if there's cultists here or not.
okay. So
Yeah, right
is
now-
our priority moving the bomb out of here?
I would say clear the facility first. We haven't cleared this room. We haven't discovered the tunnel.
Yeah.
I mean, we should probably secure the detonator.
Can I ask you a question? This room that we have in the south that's marked as archives
Yes.
down here.
Yeah.
Can-
Mason cleared that.
Does it have an actual door or something that could be seen as a door? Or-
No, it's all open. They're all sort of
it would-
open to chamber.
Yeah,
I
chamber
do
to
see
chamber.
steps. Though. Does it step down?
No, you step up to the
It
archives.
was a step up.
Yeah. So if we were to move the bomb into that room, it would contain the blast and at least somewhat, rather than being in the large open round room. I mean, wouldn't this
Yeah, you could.
contain it
It
like a
would.
shaped explosive kind of?
It's the thing is, it's a gas, so it's eventually going to escape.
Yeah, no, I get that. But if we're looking to make the building safe,
Yeah.
Nobody
We
can
should
walk in and shoot it. Yeah.
right?
Honestly, if you were looking to contain it, it is on a raised stone vault with a stone lid. You could just put it inside and close the stone lid.
Oh,
Oh.
let's do that.
Oh,
But you
yeah,
have to have two guys carefully lower it down in.
Well, I can help. I totally could help.
Yeah, I mean, how heavy is this lid? Is it going to be a pain in the ass to?
Oh, it's rated to the Lost Stark heavy.
Yeah. Dick Chopper's hands are trembling.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
push
gonna-
Chit Chopper back. I say, just relax.
He's
Yeah.
got a panic condition. So
Just take a minute.
yeah.
Take a deep breath. I see how much it weighs. I got a strength of 5. How much does it weigh?
Well, can he like command me to stop panicking?
I can't do it.
Yeah, I could. Well, I can.
Oh.
Go ahead. Make a command roll.
Stop being such a crybaby.
Well,
So you got 4 successes rolling command and a face hugger. You need to roll the
So-
stress.
so I say, chill out. Okay.
Oh my god!
So as you're talking, you got the gun in your hands and you're trying to calm him down. You're getting so worked up about trying to calm down the bomb expert that you're getting worked up. And
Get both of them away from the bomb.
Come on, we gotta. And his gun flies out of his hands and clatters to the ground, yelling at. It went from calming him to yelling at Chapowski.
I told you to calm down. Would you fucking calm down? Just fucking calm down.
Jesus fucking Christ. Will you shut the fuck up? What is wrong with you?
You are now at panic level 9.
Oh my god!
God, Jesus Christ. So Tier, how much does this fucking thing weigh?
The two people can move it down by combining their strengths together and
Lance
make a
Corporal,
roll.
will you help me carry this? I get like Lance Corporal Halifax help me.
Yeah, I would like to move Trumper and the sergeant away. Have them back me up at the northern stairs,
Okay.
please.
So Halifax has a strength of 3. Does anybody else have a higher strength?
Nope.
I have
Jenna?
a 3.
I got a 5.
Yeah.
I have
there
a
you go.
3.
It's like-
But I'm panicked.
Never
Okay,
send a man to
so
do a
Halifax-
never send a man to do a woman's
Yeah,
work.
I'm telling you. So we switch. Halifax is going to take the entry duty.
Jenna takes off her smart rig and just takes a jacket and just ripped like just muscles.
It's a shame the two best fighters on the fucking team have to fucking do the labor because everybody else can. They lift it up and we gently put it in.
Yeah, we got to do fucking everything.
So combined, you have a total of 10 dice. Give me a 10 dice roll. Just don't botch.
10 dice. All
Yeah.
right. Just a second. I got it now. Sorry. I hit the thing. Oh, that's 11 dice. Okay, that was weird. Okay.
No, you did a 1d6 plus 10.
Oh, fuck me. All right. That was wrong. Just roll, Chris.
Okay, so
Strength plus 5 or 10 base dice.
yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Is strength plus 5.
I should have just did that.
That's what I thought you were doing.
I was trying something else because I'm learning the system. So, but I fuck.
Oh my god, we're gonna push that
We
one.
can't.
We can't.
So it's so the bomb, it's weird, it's an awkward angle. It starts to slip out. Matt just bears down, muscles in. 5 successes on a strength roll, and just hands it and puts it down.
All right.
Total of 5 successes on the 10 dice. So
Oh, cool.
So Mason and Mac, almost dropping it once, managed to push it down and get it down safely into the vault. You managed to push the stone slab over. It's as good as containment as you've seen so
Put it
far.
back on.
Yeah. You know
Anybody
what?
got some coffee?
Actually, Mac, like, unfortunately, when you did that, your biceps ripped your uniforms, and now your uniform is sleeveless. It's just the guns are out now.
Put the smart rig back on. Bit of a flex.
You're all intimidated. That's
Do we think that we're in a hurry?
well.
Do we
Yes.
think we're in a hurry, guys?
There were the lives of eight other people. Your primary objective. I don't know. You tell me.
I think so. We just had to put this gas away. We need to start moving.
Okay.
Let's start finding this. Let's start looking around, see if we can find a way into this tunnel, wherever it is.
So these are steps that were leading down instead of up to the place here. Now it's covered in rubble and broken wall and dead body parts. But with a little bit of effort, you manage to clear the rubble pile. You have to belly crawl over them.
Good enough.
Okay.
Well, as we reach the next room, can we do an observation roll?
You may give an observation roll.
Yeah, me too. We're trying to look for at least I'm trying to look for the detonator. Oh my God.
Well, that's 3 successes and 2 facehuggers. Mason got 1. Sergeant Storm, I'm going to need you to make a panic roll, please.
Oh fuck! God damn it, man.
You're at 9 stress dice. Now you've got more.
Which was back to my question, are we in a hurry? Because we could heal and reduce our stress. Oh my God.
Read it and tell me what you do, Sergeant Storm.
Scream my lungs out for 1 round, losing your next slow action.
Yeah.
Your stress level is
decreased by 1, but every friendly character who hears you scream must make an immediate panic roll. So I need the rest of the party to make a panic roll, please. Mason is keeping it together.
Right.
Doc is keeping it together.
Good times.
Mac is keeping it together.
You want to hear something really stupid? I've
What's
never
that?
had to make a panic roll, so I'm not sure where to click.
Chopowski drops his chemical detector, and your stress increases by. Well, your hands were already trembling.
Yeah,
So, Tim,
Sergeant.
Yeah.
Tim, click on the word stress on your character sheet.
Yeah, there you go. You're keeping it together, no problem.
Yeah.
Cool.
I also have a description, a skill called something, or some talent or something that basically says when other people are panicking, I have a level head.
Oh, nice.
well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I can trigger the overkill effect. When I'm forced to make a panic roll, I can trigger the overkill effect.
That's
Overkill
nice.
is my
That's
favorite.
not necessarily a good thing, Tim.
Yeah,
You'll kill until there's nothing left to kill.
Yeah.
It's very cool. But I mean, terrible. It's terrible, and no one should do it. But it's very cool.
Doc got 3 successes
Okay.
on his observation roll
Yes.
when crawling through the tunnel looking for the.
Mason got 1. Sergeant Storm got 3, but before he started to scream his lungs out. Sergeant Storm, you're trying to peek over the rubble. You're looking through, and an eyeball rolls out right in your face. There's a wet splat. It's one of the, it just causes you to scream.
Stop looking at me, Dad! Stop looking at me!
What's the princess going off about now?
You see the eyeball. You see the eyeball and the nerves just drip down and roll off of the front of the uniform. A little bit of brain attached.
I turn and fling the ball towards her and say, "Here, you look at it. You look at my father."
I catch it. Look at it.
Do you catch it?
I do catch it.
Okay.
I go to take a bite.
There you go.
All right.
I don't take a bite. I just go to like I'm going to.
What you guys see, those who made some successes. So the doorway is blocked with rubble and body parts and one less eye.
And one less eye. Okay.
It's a stone room. Looks like it may had once been used for some Wayland Yutani administration, but it is definitely used for like classroom teaching by the Arcturians as part of their holy complex. A large hole has been blown in the wall here, and it looks like it continues down into a deeper area. This would probably be the hole into the tunnels that they were looking for. It is dark. It is quiet. There's just a bit of debris in the room and nothing else that you can see. But yeah, so what you can see where the laid stone is set, and then the laid stone stops, and it almost looks like natural, smoothed out tunnel, natural stone.
So, are you heading in first, Mason, as our door kicker?
Yeah. I'm going in. I got my shield in front of me. And
I might have to hand you your shield since you're going to be crawling in.
So what I am doing is I am placing you all on a new map.
It's got that new map smell.
It does have the new map smell.
I do love that Sean plays a Marine to the core. This is a 500-year-old parchment crumbling with age and time. I fold it up and put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, well, I don't know, but we're gonna be like, let's see that map. You're gonna like open your pocket. It's just gonna be like dust.
It's lint. It turns into lint.
Right.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try an experiment. Sorry, back to the game. We're gonna try an experiment. There is no map for these scenes because everything here is randomly generated.
Oh.
So this is the opportunity for all you drawers to use the drawing skill to make a map of the tunnels that you pass through.
you know what? I wish Malcolm was here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a drawing tool there in Foundry, and you guys can draw what you discover.
Not it.
This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
It's going to be
So
all
that's-
penises.
all penises.
Not all penises.
Oh my God! Is it already you started just putting boobs?
Those are eyes, dummy. Jeez.
Okay, let's start out and do it the right way. How does that sound? After we're done, then you can draw all the
Okay.
penises and boobs you want.
Can you at least get us started, like with
Yes.
the room we're in, and then
Yeah, well, I
we'll
will-
work on it from there.
I will describe what is
We could do
happening, and
theater
then
of
we
the
can go from there.
mind. I mean,
You absolutely could. If you don't want to make a map, that is entirely up to your party.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Volunteers
sound disappointed.
spoken up.
So you all go to the broken wall. You light up. You see it slide. It goes down for maybe. It's a pretty steep slope, but it's definitely doable. Maybe it goes down 7-8 meters, and then it seems to like level out a bit. Anders stops and pauses, and he's like, "This is. I don't even know what the equivalent in your culture is, but I mean, this is not real for us. You know, I mean, maybe for our religious leaders and whatever, but we didn't think these tunnels existed. I mean, there's legends and rumors associated with a lot, and I don't know what we're going to see down there."
Well, I walk over and knock on the wall. I go rap on it. I go, looks real to me. So I guess you better expand your horizons there, bud. And I pull a look at the map I have. Is there anything I can see that corresponds like to something starting, or is it just make no sense?
Right now, it makes no sense.
All right, I tuck it back in my pocket as I do. Move forward.
Now, for this next section, would you all like me to make the rolls, or would you like to make the rolls?
Rolls for what?
The random.
I'm going to ask for certain rolls.
Random tunneling.
Yeah. Would you like to make Would you like to make it, or would you like me?
Yeah, let's be the cause of our own demise.
D66, please.
Oh.
Everybody or
No,
we
just
should,
once.
No, we should
Just
do
once.
it around the take
Chris
turns.
already did it.
All right.
Yeah, Chris did 25.
All right. So you were going down this tunnelway. The tunnel is about 2 meters by 2 meters, roughly. It's varying in shape and size. Looks like
So we're single file.
part of it is single file. You could maybe get you can go 2 by 2, but it'd be really tight.
We're going to want to be
Mostly-
staggered anyway.
Yeah.
So, it looks like this portion between the temple and the natural stone tunnels underneath might have been carved out by hand tools and covered up, but then you get down into the natural cave section. Unfortunately, there's been damage, and the roof is partially collapsed. Ahead, you see that there's a partial roof collapse ahead. Some of the stone ceiling had crawled in. It's made it maybe there's a 2 foot wide, 2.5 foot wide opening that you're gonna have to crawl over to continue down this path.
Does this look like it was recently dropped? Like, is there still debris in there? Like, did these guys detonate this, or how did they get through here?
I mean, you're not a miner, so go ahead.
I'll ask the guy, or is he? He's not like a miner guy.
He's a chemical, biological, nuclear, and radiation specialist.
No, I think you mean
Anders. He's a roughneck. He's a mechanic.
Oh, okay, all right.
He's friends with lots of miners.
You can make an observation roll,
Sure.
and see if something comes up there, or just
I
straight
love rolling
intelligence.
dice.
1 success. Yeah, you think this is a fresh.
That was me.
Oh, so all right, Mason, you
I
think
don't
this is
know.
fresh? Doc, you don't know, but
I think this is fresh. It looks like they're trying to block. They probably heard the blast, and there's somebody's behind them.
Can I make a recommendation to the rest of the team here? I know that the sergeant's in charge, but the sergeant is currently screaming, and we're contemplating going on a spelunking adventure with him at his current panic level 12. I think we need to just take a minute, relax, have some food, then begin our spelunking adventure.
Yeah, Shep was,
perhaps with a lower stress level.
I'll cover this hole while you guys take a chill pill.
Me and Mason will check out the rubble pile and make sure nobody comes at us from the other side.
all right.
If we do a shift rest or whatever it's called, I think everyone heals, right? And then Malcolm's got banter. So Malcolm's character can tell stories, and everyone can reduce their stress by 2.
Yeah, but
I'm not sure we can use that.
He
if it's
doesn't.
not
He
here.
doesn't need it. He doesn't need a
luckily-
shift. Go ahead.
Luckily, I have my platinum roach clip, so
You don't need a shift rest for banter. You can just do that. You can do that with I think 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, I can't remember the terms in Aliens with the
Yeah.
different time zones.
Yeah. You can do that for like 10 or 15 minutes of quiet time. You can do the banter. A shift is what, like 8 hours?
Yeah, shift like a work shift, like 6 to 8 hours.
Right. It's like a turn. Is that what it's called? Like a turn?
Yeah, like a turn. Yeah. So basically, you can take a turn, do the banter, and reduce stress.
So everyone can reduce stress by 2.
Yes.
Good.
Great.
And
Just Malcolm
And then
tells great stories.
And there should be a healing, right?
No, not for 15 minutes.
yeah,
Okay,
that's the shift.
That's the shift.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your health is normally equal to your strength. Is that right?
Yes.
I think that's the
Unless
default.
you have, unless you have something that modifies it. Yeah.
No, I think you can. I think you can heal a point or something for 15 minutes, because it's not like you can't heal like any kind of critical damage. But if it's just like bumps and bruises,
I don't think that you can do that in 15 minutes. But you know what? You're more than welcome to look it up while I deal with Mason and Mac. Checking out this rubble pile. All right, both of you can go ahead and give me observation rolls. Mac, 0 successes.
It's rocks.
Mason.
It's rocks and dust.
Yeah, you notice the IED before it goes,
There's an IED here.
It's pretty well placed. You just caught a glint off your light, but you did spot it. There's an IED there.
All right, who's here can this is something that appears I can disarm.
A heavy machinery roll will be required to disarm this.
Okay, so real quick, so I looked it up. So recovery, when you are no longer broken, so if you're not broken, you recover 1 point of lost health per turn of rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long is the turn?
5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So while Halifax is bantering, and Mason is shitting himself because he just found an ID that almost blew up in his face. Yeah. So
I have 6 dice.
So to disarm this IED will require a successful heavy machinery roll. If you botch it, it will go off.
That's my job. I got it. I'm cool. I'm steady. See, I'm steady as a rock.
Yes, but are you strong?
I am strong.
I'm gonna take a few steps back and then a few more steps back, then maybe a couple more.
Get thee behind me, Satan.
I'm going to sit Anders down and have a nice talk with him, with Anders' back to the IED and me in front of him.
Okay. All right, Anders will talk to you about whatever you want.
Sure. Let's talk about alien shit.
He's kind of, they are slightly mystified. Like it's disbelief, concern.
I nod my head and smile at everything my meat shield says.
Yeah. All right, let's see that roll when you're ready.
All right. Yeah, I was just checking to see if I had any.
So we all back the fuck up, right?
Anybody else helping?
Yeah, I'll help.
That's heavy machinery.
All right, then you can add.
I have the skill.
You can add one for the person helping, but that's as many people as can help right now.
Yeah.
All right.
It's too tight.
I think you should do that. I'm going to go talk to Anders.
Your help puts you right up on it. So if it goes off, it's in your face.
Not the red wire.
I'll talk
Not
to
the red
Anders. I'll keep
wire.
Anders company. It's fine.
All right, I'm rolling now.
See?
0 successes, but no botches.
Ooh, I think I'll push it.
Probably a good idea. 1 success.
One success.
Rock and roll.
Yeah,
Well
so
done.
I'm like kind of trying to figure out which wire to cut and how to like kind of stabilize it and I'm getting frustrated. I'm about to do something stupid, so I lean back and take a deep breath and go, "Come on, man, you got this, And I go in and I disable the IED.
All right.
Awesome.
Nice.
So can we? Can you hold on to it? Can we repurpose this now? We have an extra explosive.
I throw it at the sergeant.
Okay. I guess what do I roll? GM?
It's a fragmentation grenade.
No, I'm just, I don't do that.
Yeah. No. It's unless you pull the pin and flip the thing, it's fine. You just cut the wire. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a usable fragmentation explosive. Blast power 6.
Wow.
Medium range. It would have fucked everybody in the tunnel up. Okay. So, you've disarmed the obvious IED, and you can see over the rubble pile that the natural tunnel continues beyond it.
Hey, Sarge, you got that motion sensor?
Yes, I was going to employ that.
First, somebody else roll me a D66, and then you can use the emotions.
I want to roll.
Go ahead. Whoever wants to roll.
34.
All right.
I love Nathan has no fear.
Okay. Go ahead and make the roll on the motion sensor if you're going to use it. The activation roll.
So when it comes to, for mapping purposes, the room we started in, and what's the scale of these squares?
Let's say every square is
Sacred.
2 meters.
So we started in a room that was like 7 by 7.
Sure. And then the tunnel narrowed down to a 2x2 tunnel. No successes, and you got a
awesome.
1. So you were.
Yep.
What's that? You reduce the power
Yeah, he's
by
gone down to
1.
Yeah.
So now you're down to power 3.
Okay. So that didn't reveal anything?
You set off aside from where you're directly at right now, you don't see any movement currently. You are getting a lot of echoes. You're getting like
banter.
It's almost yeah.
There's
There's a dead elf in front of you. It's almost like there's refraction in here, so you can tell it's definitely cutting down the range. But it's at least as good as far as you can see, possibly a little bit further. Right now, you don't have any readings on the motion sensor.
I convey that to the group. The walls are too thick. It's really not helping right now.
Roger.
Well, it's definitely working, but something in the walls, maybe up front, maybe whatever, it's causing refraction, so it's not as reliable as it normally is outside. Okay. All right. So, are you going to continue down the tunnel?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What's our order of combat or order of movement? I think obviously Mason goes first.
I'm after Mason.
Okay.
Also, GM, is my panic still at 12? Where has it gone down a bit?
You went down by 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be able to
You're
just
should
tap it down too.
Clear the panic condition also.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, how big was the second area that we rolled for, or not?
So you go. So now you've gone over the rubble pile. That tunnel continues for maybe 7 or 8 more meters in a generally straight fashion.
So how many meters is a block again?
2 by 2. So let's say 8. Let's say it goes another 8 meters. So you go down another 8 meters. The tunnel starts to turn slightly to the south, and then all of a sudden there's a 90-degree turn in the tunnel down to the south. There's more collapsed roofing, but not as bad. It's just rubble on the ground. There's no light here other than your lamps. As your lamp plays across the 90-degree turn, which is a very sharp turn for these very smooth tunnels, you don't think it's natural. You think that it might have been cut to connect something. There's drawings on the wall. They're different than the ones.
What do they look like?
Than the ones up top. They're cruder. They're almost like what you would say like cave paintings on the wall, and Anders like pushes through you guys a little bit and he goes, let's see these. This is strange. This doesn't look like our. These are like our ancestors. We don't have writings like this anymore. And you see a giant stick figure, a little bit more detail, but definitely you see smaller figures around them. And the giant appears to be somebody make an observation roll. Anybody who wants to look at the details.
Sure.
Mason got 1.
Observation. All right.
Doc, you got 2.
2. Yep.
Waspy got 1. Matt got 0. All right. With 2, Doc, you think that the giant is. You would say it looks like he's playing a flute.
A flute.
Like some sort of flute object, a giant playing a flute. And some of the Arcturians, they're normal, they're different, and all of a sudden they're way different. Maybe they're on all 4s and they have sharp teeth and looks like a tail. It looks like they're turning into monsters.
It's a Pied Hide situation going on here.
Yeah, this is like the weird. Yeah, Pied Hide. Right. Played them all into some kind of what a bizarre. Okay, I'll ask Anders? Does this kind of like music or transformation, or does your ancients, any of your stories talk about them playing music and changing your people?
Oh, I mean, we love music and we sing music for the sky people. We know they love it, or they love when we sing to them. But I don't know about them playing music, and I don't changing this. I don't know what this is about. This is different, strange.
Yeah, who do these giants represent in your?
Those are the sky teachers. Giants are always the sky teachers. But yeah, it's strange. Now that so there's the 90-degree corner, and you can see that the tunnel continues for at least another 7 or 8 meters in a roughly straight fashion.
Okay. I'll just take a picture of it.
Okay. Well,
record it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You know, everybody holds up their 1 or 2 cameras, and you know, definitely can. Yeah, there's definitely a recording of what's going on. All right.
I used a sepia filter.
What was that?
I used a sepia filter.
Yeah. All right. I need another D66 roll, please.
I'll do it.
Okay. And that 41. So you're going, and you can see that now that the tunnel it starts curving off to the right, and it looks like there's a sharp turn. So it goes down, it drifts slightly to the left for 4 meters, and then it looks like there's a sharp turn back to the right. So do you follow it around?
Yep.
Okay. So you're going down, Mason. You got the front. You got your shield out.
Yeah, damn right I do.
Okay. Your blast shield. You're going around. You peek around the corner, and you see this. You know, this tunnel. You start going around the corner. You know, you have your rifle ready as well.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's following? Is that Mac?
Yep.
Okay. So
Same
yeah,
deal.
you're following.
So basically, it's going to be him on one side of the wall, me like a couple of meters back on the other side of the wall.
Yeah. So you're going around a blind turn, like it's a very sharp turn.
All right, pivot around the shield, like a
it's
door.
no problem. You get around, and it goes on for another 2 meters. Another 4 meters, and then there's another sharp turn in the other direction.
All right, do the same thing.
You get around. You get about halfway, and then there's a muffled explosion from somewhere in the tunnel system, and there's the walls start to shake.
Ooh.
Shit. Everybody hold on. I don't see nothing down there.
The tunnel starts to collapse. Every character now makes a successful mobility roll.
Oh boy.
So let's see who can make mobility. Mason, I see, has 2.
Mobility.
Mac made 1. Chapowski. Oh, panic stress. Ollie, panic stress. Doc's got 1.
Yes.
All right. Waspy 0.
Oh my god.
All right. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Everybody hold on.
Okay. So for those 3 of you, that's Waspy, Sergeant Storm, and Chapowski. And yes, you rolled. So Chapowski and Sergeant Storm both rolled facehuggers. You don't have.
Storm rolled a panic. You gotta panic.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get to that. We're not there yet, because what happens is debris hits them, and they each. I've got to roll their
armor.
Die roll. Yep. All right. So your first one who got 0 successes was Dick Chopper. You need to make an armor roll. Please.
All right.
2 successes. You take 1 damage as rocks and rubble sort of banging off you. 1 hits you in the side of the face, and some bounce off your armor, but some of it goes through. Sergeant Storm, you need to make an armor roll.
Okay.
Some rubble bounces off your armor. You manage to suffer no lasting damage. And Waspy, I need you to make an armor roll.
Oh, Christ.
Waspy, Waspy looks up, and rubble slams Waspy to the ground. You take 4 damage.
Oh no.
I'm at -1.
All right, so you're broken.
You are broken.
Okay.
So we have to roll on the broken table.
Cause you're broken.
I don't see where
Now,
broken is.
it doesn't mean that you're out, but you sustain a critical injury.
Okay.
I mean, we had a guy with one leg go through a whole adventure of
Yeah.
aliens and survive, right, Chris?
So I need a D66 roll from you.
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Okay.
And this could be very bad or very good.
Oh.
42.
Ooh, high is bad.
No, crushed foot. It is not fatal, but you cannot run. You can only crawl, and your healing time for that is 3 to 6 days.
Wait, he
3
can't
to 6
run.
days.
So he can't walk either.
He can't walk either, not without assistance.
So how do I reflect this on the character sheet correctly?
That's a good question. I don't have an answer for that
you can add
mechanic yet,
notes.
but don't worry about it. Yeah, you can add notes. We'll worry about it later. Just know that you have a broken
Okay.
foot. You can't
Fair
run.
There's-
you can't
yeah.
walk even. So Waspy, I rolled on 6 dice. I rolled 4 successes. So this rubble is coming down. You see a particularly large one smashes Waspy's leg and foot. Screams. The tunnel behind you collapses.
Oh, that's not good.
But the shaking subsides, and you are all battered, bruised, but you are left with no way out.
You've been listening to the AARPG's actual play story, Aliens Arcturian Apocalypse. Your game mother for this adventure was Tyr. Our unit of Colonial Marines, the Junkyard, were played by Malcolm as Lance Corporal Maxwell Halifax, the unit's combat technician. Matt as Daryl Doc Dodson, the unit's hospital corpsman. Nathan as Richard Chapowski, the unit's Seaburn defense specialist. Sean as PFC George Mason, the unit's breaching specialist. Chris as PFC Jenna Mac McDaniels, the unit's smart gunner. Kupo as Sergeant Storm, the unit's squad leader. And Tim as Lance Corporal Wasby, the unit's dropship pilot. The Aliens role-playing game is brought to you by Free League Publishing. Arcturian Apocalypse is one of the mission scenarios included in the Aliens Colonial Marines book. We use the Foundry VTT to play this story. Music and sound effects were licensed from SoundCue, Soundly, Boom Library, and additional audio was created by our very own co-host Nathan. Again, thank you for tuning in. Please like, follow, subscribe, and leave a review to help us reach more listeners. And remember, you're never too old to roll.
Well, we also still have to deal with two people's.
Yeah. Well, guys,
Yeah, we don't.
we're gonna call it there at the end of the evening. Trapped in the dark, hurt, bleeding, and alone.
I love this game.
And we'll pick it up all next week.
Jeez.
Happy birthday.
Good night, everybody. Happy birthday, Matt.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Awesome.
birthday.
Like and subscribe.
That's right. Like and subscribe.
Doc Dodson just showed up too.
Hey, Doc.
Hey, how's it going? Sorry. Can you guys hear me okay?
We can.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
And the whole team has a surprise for you that we're all going to sing a rendition of Happy Birthday.
1,
That's right.
2, 3.
4.
Happy
birthday
to you. Happy
Happy
birthday.
Aliens in the face.
Stola,
I can't fix this. That was terrible.
That was possibly the world's worst rendition of
Yes,
Happy
shut
Birthday.
us.
But
Yes,
happy
shut
birthday
us.
to our illustrious leader.
Mary
you know what made-
something.
Yeah.
Do you know what made it
Co-leader,
special?
excuse me. What's that?
Do you know what made it so special? And
What's
I think
that?
it's going to work. And you have to cut anything. Sean's not on.
So he might actually come back on the screen wearing like a mankini and having rubber ducky because he's filling up his hot tub.
Oh, nice.
We don't know where the next portion of his video is going to come from.
He's filling it up with what?
I hope he streams it right from the hot tub. That'd be awesome.
That'd be great. Just a big boom mic with the big fuzzy cover hanging out.
Excuse me while I pour another pitcher of daiquiri. little thong on there.
Meanwhile, like the one vein in Nathan's head just pulsing with the sound of the hot tub.
I would just burst a blood vessel. Just straight up burst a blood vessel.
He'd be doing the acid spray, not from the aliens.
Right.
Okay.
Whoa.
What is who is streaming Zardos?
So here's the thing. When you said Mankini, this is what I thought of. And I want to point out this movie theoretically took place in 2023.
That's right.
Yes.
And Sean.
And is also
and
one
Sean.
of Sean's favorite movies.
And that's Sean right there.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
Well, Sean Connery, but Sean in Matt Swift's game, that's what his character looked like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh. His name was Zed, in fact.
Zed, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, no copyright infringement, nothing to do with the movie. Please don't sue us. Okay. So I have no idea where Sean has gone and how long he will be gone, but let's proceed.
That's right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Stolat, yeah, nam. Stolat, yeah, nam. Yes, sharas, yeah, nam. Yeah, nam.